Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a good week, and today I am going to be talking about the BackPod, this device here. I've been mentioning the BackPod in many of my videos lately because I've been dealing with costochondritis pretty bad for the past year until recently. I first want to start with, this is not a sponsored video, this is not something that was given to me. What happened was I was in so much pain with my costo, and it had been happening for 3 months straight, where I'd just get so bad I could hardly breathe. And like in my last video, I showed you a little clip. Actually, it was that moment when I showed my boyfriend there's this device. I was just in so much pain. I was researching all over the place. And that's when I came across the BackPod. When I came across the BackPod, I saw that there were great reviews, and I looked into it as much as I could with the pain that I was in. The reviews on Amazon are great. I also saw that on the YouTube video that talks about the BackPod with Steve August. He replies to all the comments. He still does all the time, no matter what. So even if you guys have questions, I would leave a comment on there and I bet you he will get back to you. So the BackPod was invented by Steve August, and he is a New Zealand physiotherapist. In the US we call it physical therapist. And his claim is that the spinal column in the back, so how your rib cage works is they connect in the front with the sternum, and that's the irritated part with costochondritis. But your rib hinges also connect in the back along the spinal column. And what he believes is that and he shows this in his video, he's going to explain it better than me, is that the spinal column, basically this device gets right in there and it unfreezes and unlocks those joints. So what is happening is collagen is getting around these joints and making it stiff and almost frozen-like. For me, he believes, because I've had it so long, that mine were frozen. And this is probably why this pain kept getting worse and worse and worse, and as time got on, no, not good. Because of the frozen joints in the back, the front joints where the sternum is, they're working harder, and essentially when you breathe, your rib cage expands. So it was causing an irritation, and they're constantly rubbing there, and because of that tightness, it's just pain. That's all I'm gonna say. So he believes this is a mechanical problem, and if you go to the doctor for costochondritis, they're gonna just give you ibuprofen or some type of painkiller, maybe even steroids, and it'll go away for the time being, but it always comes back. And I was on a lot of ibuprofen just to manage the pain so I can get up and go to work the next day. And that's not good. The next thing I want to say is that if you are having chest pains and you're not sure what it is, or if a doctor has not diagnosed you, please go to the doctor and get it checked out. Before I tried the BackPod, I had been through many tests. It's been happening for a year. I got x-rays, CT scans, you name it. I got it all. I went to the hospital, they checked my heart, and everything is clear. So my pain was always in the sternum area, and one of my doctors said it's most likely that, we just can't see the swelling. I ordered the BackPod 3 weeks ago, and I have been using it for probably about 2.5 weeks now. The first week in, it was very hard to use. It's very hard to lay on it, especially when I guess my back's a mess. So it took a while for me to get used to it, but I was not giving in. I was not giving up. I was gonna stick to it and see if it would really help me. So if you're not gonna be willing to dedicate yourself to trying this, I wouldn't get it, because you're gonna think you wasted your money, and you just gotta be consistent with these things. So now I do it every day, and I no longer need the few pillows that they recommend in the beginning, and I need no pillows. I also like to use it as a meditation time, so in that I learned helped me to adjust to having to lay on a hard object. So I just put my headphones in and I meditate while I do the BackPod in the morning. Last thing is I want to show you an example of how it is used. So here's a little clip for that. So I'm going to demonstrate the BackPod in this video, and everybody say hi to Ziggy. Don't forget to follow him on Instagram, Life with Reed. And don't forget to follow me, Samantha M. Wayne. Okay, back to this. Generally, you're gonna want 2 to 3 pillows because when you first start out, this thing is gonna hurt. So, I'll demonstrate right here how you'll want to place it. This is just according to the instructions that came with the BackPod. So what you want to do is lay on back onto the BackPod. You want it to be, I always start it in the middle of my spine and just around my scaps in that area. Once you're lying on the BackPod, you're going to want to make sure your knees are bent like so. And you'll also want to put your hands, I always just interlock my hands behind my head. Ziggy, be a good boy. Okay, so I always just interlock my hands behind my head and you pretty much just lay there, and every 30 seconds to a minute you adjust. I also like to focus more on the left side because my problem came from my left side more so, and really just loosen up that spine. After the first week I was able to do it without pillows, and I don't experience pain from this anymore. My back adjusted to it. Of course it's slightly uncomfortable, you're laying on a hard ball, but it's not all that bad. Oh, Mr. Cute! Really, that's all I have to say about this. I can't tell you how happy I am that this has worked. I will say one thing: if things change and I get the Costco again, you know me, I will post it on my YouTube, and I will also link any updates in the description box if things change, because I want to make sure that this review is solid and I'm not lying to you guys. I'm telling you my truth, and I hope it helps you out. I also forgot to mention I am on no medication right now other than my usual lupus meds such as Cellcept and Plaquenil. So, and I haven't been in for 3 weeks, guys. Three weeks. I know it can be difficult, especially with lupus. You never know what you're dealing with really, and it's just, you're always in pain. I'm just thankful that this pain is not in my life right now, and hopefully it's not coming back. Another thing, there's so many things I want to say. I want you guys to be cautious as well, depending on your situation. If you have osteoporosis or any other specific conditions, I would personally contact Steve or see if it'll be right for you, because you don't want to make something worse. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!